Now, we all say it's the best job you'll ever do, but it is also one of the most challenging, being a parent. It's incredibly rewarding, but you are often second-guessing every single decision that you make.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on mums and dads, we'll say, and they're really feeling it. A new survey reveals 24% feel like they're bad parents all the time.
That's a lot.
And 39% find it hard to get good quality parenting advice.
Well, luckily for us, parenting expert Maggie Dent is with us now in Brisbane, and I do have her book on my bedside table. She knows what she's talking about. Maggie, good morning to you.
Good morning to both of you.
So first off, while you shoo away the bug that's on your screen that's coming to visit you there, tell us, why do so many mums and dads feel like they are bad parents?
Look, I think every single parent wants to be a good parent. We want to have these lovely moments with our children. I still see that bug.
Yeah.
We just want to do everything so everything's calm and lovely, and, you know, that's why we have children. But what we forget is so many of the things that really get us frustrated and crabby and angry and are developmentally normal. So that's one of the things I've noticed, is that parents are beating themselves up because you might have a toddler who's throwing food or smearing it in their hair, or really having a meltdown because you used the wrong cup or cut the sandwich the wrong way, or the sister looked at them.
Yeah.
Now, that's not a sign of bad parenting, but that's actually what we're seeing, is parents are going, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. Oh my God, there's another bug. And therefore I'm doing something wrong. So once again, it's this, we've just put far too much pressure on us to become these perfect parents that get everything right. And that's one of the biggest messages. I really believe that figure's wrong. I would speak to probably 40,000 parents at least face-to-face each year. I think there's so many more that do that. And every morning after that, what a morning's like, trying to get out with young children and even your primary, and then your teenage kids. It's a really stressful space that parents then think it's their fault. I can't do this smoothly. So it's a bit unrealistic to think about that.
Yeah, Maggie, parenting, I think, has changed a lot since we were kids. Things seem to be so much simpler back in the day. But is it harder, do you think, nowadays for parents with all the information that we have?
Stevie, you nailed it. I mean, I'm an old mum. Mine are really old now, but it was so much less pressured and complicated. Now, not only were the pressure on mums to be perfect women, perfect mothers, perfect everything, that wasn't there. You could seriously do the tracky dacks, you know, even though Sarah doesn't do them. So that pressure's one thing. The pressure also for parents to make sure, you know, at the end of the day, are we meeting every need? Are they meeting every milestone? Now, I couldn't even find a milestone if I'd wanted to, because we didn't have technology. So now we know that you can go online very quickly and compare your child to what should happen without realising that there are some variances that are quite healthy. And then on top of that, there's too much information. So the biggest challenge is, if I'm having something that's causing me some concerns, I want to know, is this normal, or am I needing to be worried? And if I'm worried, where do I go to get help? Now, that's good parenting. But now there's too much information. So mums tell me they often end up spending half an hour to 45 minutes scrolling to find the answer that sits with them. And that's, you know, that's also why I'm such a fan of the online platform Parent TV, because we want to have specialists with experience who give quick information, usually in video form, because parents haven't got time to read even my books. Thanks, Deb, but you haven't had much time.
Well, I didn't say I'm reading it. It's on the bedside table. That's a first start. But, Maggie, just give me a scenario, OK, from, you know, say you've got a 10-year-old son, say he sometimes has major outbursts and you're not really sure how to control it, and it's possibly impacting other members of the family, like younger sisters perhaps. What do we do? What do you do?
OK, you've nailed one of the biggest issues, that we often feel that when our kids have emotional outbursts, that we have to control them and contain them. In actual fact, what we have to teach our children, from toddlers right through to 10-year-olds, right through to teenagers, is that big, ugly feelings are actually a normal part of being human, and that we need to let them come out. However, we have to teach them how to do it without hurting themselves or others or the world around them. So acknowledging it's OK to be frustrated. And 10-year-old boys, once again, 8-year-old boys, most boys get frustrated with not being able to do the things they want to do that are fun, because they're wired a bit more for fun. Some of them are carrying great big lots of frustration from our changing curriculums in schools. So there's lots of things that a boy may explode with that have absolutely nothing to do with what's at home. So creating a space where you can be able to hear him and validate that's okay, but also say, you know, I know you're allowed to be angry, but maybe you need to go for a walk or take some breath, but not be crabby at mummy or my sis or your sister.
All right, I'm going to
So
take that on
quiet
board.
coaching around the edges.
I'll just let you know that that question wasn't actually in the script. You're using this as a personal therapy session, aren't you?
Completely. Yeah, yeah.
And
It's got to be
Maggie,
advantages.
Thank you so much. There's some great advice this morning. Could you just grab that scarf and whack that bug on the screen for us?
Yeah, exactly.
Can
Well
I
done.
just tell parents again, relax, because seriously, parenting's been happening forever.
Yep.
And you'll have all these dark, crabby moments, but most of the time, once again, keep looking at what is working with your kids and
Yes.
what's good about them.
Such good advice as always.
Yeah.
Maggie, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us this morning.